May I finish speaking?
Go ahead.
Since you wanted to,
Uh-oh.
overtalk me. Is that okay with you?
Wow.
I'm just waiting for my turn to talk.
All right, guys, gotta talk about this fascinating story from the Pop the Balloon show. Okay, we're first gonna play the initial clip that had went viral with this couple, and then subsequently we're gonna play the follow-up to see if they actually went on a date or not. Okay, so let's go to roll the clip. Let's take a look.
Okay, so my final question, is it a yes for you for her?
For sure.
Is it a yes for you for him?
Yeah.
Since you guys ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, why not?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Why not?
Okay, you want to take it off?
You can start.
Oh, okay, let's start over
please
here.
Start.
Well, we made arrangements on Thursday to have brunch on Sunday, and I believe it was set for like 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
And I believe I reached out to her on Saturday to see if she wanted me to send a driver to her. You know, I felt like that'd be nice. So we had reservations at Global Ambassador at 1
nice.
o'clock. So she didn't reply until 12:55 the next day. You know, and she said she was going to be late and that she had just seen the text and she thought she replied and this, that, and the other. But at that
Really?
point, it was too late.
Okay.
In my eyes.
Okay. Alicia?
Okay, so yeah, we had chit-chatted throughout the week, and you had asked me, like, are you busy, blah, blah, blah. And of course, yeah, he sent that text. I'm running out the door, and I didn't answer. Like, I didn't, leave him hanging, but I didn't. I sent him the audio message, like, hey, I'm going to be, 5 minutes late. I'm on my way. And then when I go and check, I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't text him back. So I'm not going to say I'm ditzy, but I'm like, hey, I'm on my way there, blah, blah, blah. So like he said, at 12:55, I'm on my way to the Global Ambassador. His red receipts are on. He reads it, sees that I'm here. You could hear in the audio message, I'm obviously in my car driving, and he just leaves it on red. So then, mind you, I'm driving, going. I don't live that far. And then I get there, and I'm like, hey, just parked in valet, right? So I'm, driving. I'm not totally on my phone.
Yeah.
I just assumed, out of good nature, I got up. I went to work last night, got up, got ready, went, that he was just going to meet me there. We had confirmed the date, 3 times already.
Okay.
I understand that was my fault that I didn't respond to that text, but at this point we had 3 confirmations. So I just assumed, maybe that's me, that we were going to show up. And yeah, he left the messages on red, didn't respond. I went, I hung out at the restaurant for 15 minutes and said, gonna pack her up. Yeah, so no show.
So the reservation was for 1 o'clock. You left 12:55. About what time would you say you got there?
Well, I got there probably 1:05, 1:10.
Okay.
But I hit him up hey, blah, 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 I'm leaving my house right now. That's when the message was sent at 12:55.
Okay. So was there confirmation prior to, this date?
I mean, yeah.
Like she said, you guys had
But like I said, I text on Saturday,
So from
asking her
Saturday.
about- It wasn't any.
Okay.
So it was nah, if you can't communicate, it's kind of pointless.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, he messaged you on Saturday to be like, hey, we still good? Or, these are the reservations. This is what's going on. Please confirm. And then you don't confirm until 5 minutes before the actual date? Really? 5 minutes before the actual date? You left your house. Not only did you confirm 5 minutes before the date, but it sounds like you left your house 5 minutes before the date, right? You can't make this stuff up. And I'm not really hearing any sort of accountability here in regards from her saying, you know what, this is my bad. Okay, I should have communicated effectively, more efficiently, and made sure that I was dotting my I's and crossing my T's, okay? Especially meeting up for the very first time. Okay, first impression is everything. I'm just saying. So, hey, if you're, matched with the guy on the show and you're interested in him, why not put your best foot forward and make sure that, hey, we're still good. Or even if you wanted to text him, the same morning, hey, just saw your text. Yeah, we're still good. See you at 1 p.m. Boom. You know what I mean? As simple as that. But, let's continue. Let's see what else she has to say here. Let's keep going.
I mean, you responded a whole day later. So do you really call that responding?
It was less than 24 hours. This is your thing. I think you're very picky about times. That is one of the things. You've been very particular and picky about time, few instances that we had.
Okay.
Just we had known each other 72 hours. And then remember that phone call we had?
Which one? Go ahead and let everybody else know.
Yeah, we only had one phone call.
Okay.
What happened?
One. I could grab the call.
But it was a
like,
few times that I called.
That is inaccurate. You gaslit me on the phone about that.
It was a few times that I called.
I'll go get the phone. I got the screenshots. You
and
called
I got the text messages.
Yeah, we have all the information. So
All
do you want
of
to hash it out?
I mean, if
Here
we
we
have
go.
to.
I just thought it was weird. Okay, so let's run it back so we could clarify for the audience and for you as well.
Yeah, please.
There had been a phone call, right? Roughly 72 hours. So from the very jump, it was hard to confirm the date of the date from the beginning because you kept saying, I'll let you know tomorrow. Then tomorrow came, and then you let me know tomorrow.
But then once Thursday came, I told you I had reservations.
Exactly.
And it was set.
Absolutely.
Sunday,
What does
1
before
o'clock,
have to do with?
Global Ambassador.
Okay, but that's not the phone call I'm talking about. I'm
But
talking
Thursday,
about
it was set, though. You're talking about from when we did the show originally all the way up until Thursday. We went back and forth, kind of trying to figure out
did go back and
about
forth
the
on
date
the
or
phone.
whatever. But Thursday came, and it was set 1 o'clock. I told you I had the reservation.
That's not what I'm talking about. We went back and forth and why I think you're picky.
Okay,
I
let's hear- let's hear about the
We just
call.
don't get along. I think that's what it really comes down to. But the call was that you had called me roughly, I believe, on Monday, and I didn't answer. You called me around 10 o'clock on Monday. We'd known
10
each other.
p.m.?
Yes,
Okay.
10 p.m. We'd known each other roughly 72 hours. Then we talked the next day, and on the phone, you had told me, well, since you didn't answer my phone call, I didn't know if we were going on the date or not. Like, you're acting like you're my dad or something. Like,
I don't recall that.
Of course you don't.
But I do recall the phone call about, 10 o'clock, but you told me you was free in the evening. So that's why I called that late.
But I didn't say I just thought it was so picky the way that you were on my phone telling me. I felt like it was entitled, to be honest with you, for you to
What?
call my phone and talk about when I'm not answering and when I'm answering, and I'd known you for 3 days. I just thought that was rude.
Here we go.
But you still set the date.
Yes, because that
So
was the
if that
objective
if
of
that
the
was
show.
But we
you,
should have not have went on the date if you felt
And
that
thank
way.
God.
Why schedule the date?
on this fine Sunday, thank God that we didn't go on the date. Because I just
thank
feel like this
God.
was the energy on the
I
phone.
saved my money.
So you felt
Straight
like
up.
he was coming at your
Thank
throat?
God.
Yeah, homie dodged a massive, massive bullet. Okay, a huge bullet. And you actually did him a favor if you think about it, because he didn't have to spend a dime to figure out who you are and what you're really about. I'm just saying, okay, he was willing to get a driver to pick you up, to drop you off safely. Okay, he booked the reservations 10 out of 10 times. He probably would have been paying for dinner. Okay, moving with intentions, taking the lead. Everything that a good woman would want from a man in 2024. But for some reason, this is some sort of deterrent for you. Okay, you're thinking and worrying about things that don't really matter. Okay, you're talking about that you guys had to go back and forth a little bit to determine where you were going to go for your date. And it's like, that's normal. Okay, if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I like pizza, they like Chinese food. Let's come to a common ground and communicate and figure out what we like so that we are both happy on that date. Okay, I just think that's communication 101. But for some reason, it seems like she has an issue with it. Okay, so homie dodged a massive, massive bullet here, but let's keep going.
This energy, it was very back and forth and very petty on the phone. And he's getting snippy on the phone. And I'm like, okay, so are we going to go on the date? That was my response is, okay, so are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? And I do feel like, yes, you're a
Condescending.
little snippy. And I didn't appreciate it. But the objective of the show was to go on the date. And it just made me feel a little opportunistic of your objectives, because prior to that, if you want to talk about everything, prior to that, you had sat here and asked me to model for your company. I thought that was rude.
You
and I
said
thought
you
that
was a content creator.
I didn't say I was a model
if
and
I'm
then I was going to come model.
But
for
if
you.
I'm
Those aren't
trying to
the
put
same.
money in your pocket, what's wrong with that?
You didn't mention a
I wasn't
thing
trying
about-
to do anything for free, sweetheart.
But you didn't
said
mention
you
a-
was a content creator. Like, I'm confused. If
So
that's
when
what
was
you
this
are,
asked?
it
When
was-
did you
it was,
ask?
damn near at the
Maybe
beginning.
Sunday.
At the beginning.
Right
But
away.
She
So
said she was a content creator.
So we filmed Saturday, and then you asked her Sunday if she wanted to model for your
Sunday,
business.
Monday, it was pretty early.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, it just really gives like you're opportunistic. Like, that's what it gives. You didn't mention anything about money for you to say
I did tell you that over the phone, that I had no
later.
problem
But
paying you.
upon, may I finish speaking?
Go ahead.
Since you wanted to like overtalk me. Is that okay with you?
Wow.
I'm just waiting for my turn to talk.
All right, go ahead.
Thank
and then
you.
we'll let you go right after
I didn't
her.
ever say that I was a model. And then what did I say when you asked me if I wanted to model? I was like, oh, do you want to do a content exchange? Like you detail my car and I make a video about it? You're sending me screenshots talking about this is what I want. And you did not mention anything about payment upon the initial interaction of asking me to model. So no, I don't work for free. And that's how it came across initially. That's okay for me to say. You didn't mention anything about payment till multiple days later when I was like, hey, that rubbed me the wrong way. And you're like, well, you should have said something. Well, I don't know you, and I don't feel comfortable to sit here and go back and forth with you, knowing you 2 days. That's crazy.
If you guys are in a successful relationship, you're married, hug your significant other a little tighter today. Just a little bit tighter. And be happy that you're not out here in the single dating market. I'm just saying. Because this is ridiculous. And on top of that, she's very, very disrespectful, in my opinion, and very condescending. Okay, she's literally talking to him like a child. Like a child.
Ramon, go ahead.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't gonna do the back and forth.
I don't blame
Like
you.
I said, I offered her an opportunity. I didn't think that, I had to initiate that, yeah, I'm gonna pay you. In my eyes, it was kind of obvious.
That it was a given.
Yeah, like if you're a content creator, I don't ask anybody to do anything for free for me. Nothing. So, it was a given that I was gonna pay you. The amount just wasn't discussed.
Got it. Okay, and then so for you, you were like, she could have just told you right then and there if she felt some type of way about it instead of hanging on to it.
She did tell me. She did tell me that she felt some type of way about me asking her about the content, and I told her, that she said she was a content creator. So that was the only reason I brought it to her attention. But I also apologized when she told me it made her feel uncomfortable as well.
Okay. So did it make you feel uncomfortable because you felt like that's the only reason he matched with you? Or what about it was like...
Well, to me, it wasn't giving. Like, this is supposed to be a dating show, and then it feels, like I said, opportunistic because you're coming to me for business ventures, and you're talking about, yes, my hobbies and what I like to do for business, but I didn't come on here. This isn't The Apprentice. Like, I didn't come on here to work for you and to be your employee. So, yeah, I thought that was rude that you're asking me to work for you and bring friends to model for you too. And this is before the conversation of payment as well. So to think that that's assumed, I think would be silly. Like, I'm an adult. I don't just assume that I'm going to go somewhere. Like, I like it to be ironed out. But once again, we're not having deep conversations trying to get to know each other. And we had joked on the phone, like, like we were just kind of like, hey, how's it going? What are you doing each other? We were doing that to each other kind of back and forth to death. There was no real like depth of conversation or anything for real.
Okay. So you guys never really got to know each other?
Not really, no.
Okay. Ugh, God,
like I said, it was a few phone calls that I did do, but she didn't answer our call back or text back.
That's not true. How do we have a whole conversation and plan out the date on the phone if I never answer the phone?
Via text.
No, that's not true because
via text, I told you I made reservations for Sunday at 1:00.
You asked me where I wanted to go. I basically halfway planned the date.
I asked you where you wanted to go, yes.
Because you didn't know. And it was so much back and forth that we couldn't even decide a date and a time. And now it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that you...
But once it was set, what was the problem?
What was the problem? Exactly. I confirmed 3 times. And like I said, maybe I was a little silly to be like, oh, okay, like, we'll just meet there. But yeah, you know what? I didn't text you back in the appropriate amount of time on Saturday. I will look at you right now and say, I apologize. That was my fault. But my objective wasn't to like dog you or play you. But I think that you leaving it on red, and you're older than me. So you leaving that text on red, knowing that I went to the restaurant is tacky. And it's like you trying to get your lick back. That's how it felt. Like, what was the objective of that? Because if you're a real man, like you could have been like, girl, I'm not coming. Like, you didn't confirm my text. Like, we could have just had a conversation about it. But you did that. You left me on red.
And you could have called instead of texting.
I sent you an audio message like, oh my God, I'm on my way there.
But you could have called. You could have called though, right?
So
because I just assumed you were on your way. I didn't know better.
But why would you assume that?
So when she's sending these voice notes with these messages, whatever she's sending, and you're reading them.
I actually didn't read them right at the very moment that she sent them. I read them within, a nice time frame.
At 12:55, like you said.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't read it.
So you read it after the fact of the reservation time already passed?
Football, yeah. At that point, I'm just like, I'm watching football.
Here we go with the shaming tactics, right? She apologized, and literally in the next sentence, she's bringing out the shaming tactics. and saying that he's not a real man. Well, you're older and that was tacky and you're not a real man because what? He didn't accept the fact that you text him 5 minutes before the date. Okay, he should just accept whatever you throw his way because he's a real man. And if he doesn't, then he's not a real man. Like, what are we talking about here?
Okay, so then after the whole ordeal with, you know, him not showing up to date and, you know, you not replying, did you guys ever talk again after that, or that was it?
No, I blocked him on Instagram. I just felt like it was tacky, and I felt like I said, I felt like he was trying to get his lick back. And we couldn't talk about it as adults. And he saw I was at the restaurant at this time. You know, I'm talking like, oh, I'm at valet. Like, I'm here. He's seeing text. And like I said, maybe I'm silly. And I just went like, oh, he's going to meet me there. Just not thinking, you know what I mean? I'm not like maybe using my full capacity of my brain. I'm tired, hurrying up, getting there. But
Excuses.
It was the fact that like he just left me on red like that. I'm just like, okay, I see who you are. I have nothing more to say. Blocked.
What?
See you later.
And you didn't try to reach out after that either?
Nah,
She's trying to spin it.
On Instagram.
I mean, but you didn't know you were blocked, did you?
Yeah,
Oh, you knew because you
Yeah.
tried to reach out.
I did.
Oh,
on
okay.
Instagram, but you have my number?
I was blocked on the phone.
No, you're not. You're blocked on Instagram.
Okay. I don't know.
So
I gave
gotta,
you the room to apologize and if you wanted to hash it out.
What?
Not even to apologize, because half of it was my like responsibility. But if you wanted to hash it out, you're not blocked. Your number is not blocked. Your Instagram's blocked, though. I was tired of seeing your corny Instagram.
Damn.
Shaming tactics. Here we go. Shaming tactics.
No, I think that's real. That was one of the things that I didn't like too. We got each other's Instagram. I just don't think we're compatible in a lot of different ways, and I just think
I'm
like,
seeing that play out.
yeah, whew,
as we're
blatantly
here.
obvious, right? It's crazy.
Oh man. Well, I am honestly,
Nasty.
it's unfortunate that this didn't work out between the two of you, but you know, on to better things, such as any future projects. We could be on the lookout from either one of you.
So currently I am working on certain things in my fitness journey, some career advancements in my fitness journey. I'm going to keep some things on the hush hush.
All right, until it's all out.
100%, yes, but I'm definitely working on a couple different things. And of course, I'm still working on my degree and more content coming back to back to back.
Okay, all right. Good luck with school and good luck with all of your content creations, all your business ventures, all that good stuff.
Thank you so much.
And Ramon, what about for yourself?
Yeah, just launching a new Airbnb tomorrow in North Scottsdale.
Okay, that's so cool.
Under Mila Property Group. And then we got another one that we're going to start working on Tuesday
Nice.
in North Scottsdale as well. So just trying to grow the business and the portfolio up.
Okay, well, good luck to you as well on your businesses. I hope they succeed and do great
Appreciate it.
things. Well, thank you both for coming on today. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Okay. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This was a hot mess. It really was. And when I say hot mess, I mean what she's saying here. There's just so much wrong here. It's not even funny. I don't even know where to begin. She's literally a walking red flag. And, you know, shout outs to the brother for keeping his composure in the situation, because she was being disrespectful, condescending, you know, shaming tactics. You're not a real man, questioning his manhood. The list goes on and on and on. Okay. Everything wrong with these modern women and how they treat men when it comes to the single dating market. Okay. He seems like a good guy just based on the video. I don't really know him, but just from what I can tell from the video, it seems like he's a positive guy. He's an entrepreneur. Okay, he has businesses. He's continuing to develop his portfolio, as he mentioned. He's leading with intention. He, you know, seems like he's looking for love based on what is being presented to us. And it's just unfortunate that she couldn't see a good guy right in front of her. Okay, this is literally the reason why chivalry is dead in 2024, because of these types of scenarios, right? You try to be a good guy, you know, you try to take a woman out, book reservations, send the car and make sure she gets to the destination safe, drop her home safe, all the things that a gentleman would do. And these types of modern women are taking advantage of it. Okay, they're not really seeing the effort and energy that he's pouring into the situation. Okay, it seems like she's very selfish and it's all about her. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback, and until next time.